Alright, Spurs family, brace yourselves because today's news is going to shake you up. That chase we've been on since the middle of last year? Well, mate, things have just got much more complicated. We're talking about a midfielder who was practically on our radar. But now there's a queue of giants wanting to nick our target. Stay with me until the end because this battle is heating up, and you need to know every single detail. Subscribe to the channel and leave that like because this news is going to surprise you. Let me take you back first. Tottenham have been watching Hayden Hackney for quite some time now. We're talking about concrete interest dating back to the summer transfer window, where Spurs were seriously exploring a move valued at around £25 million for the 23-year-old English midfielder. Now, the deal never materialised. Hackney stayed at Middlesbrough, continued developing in the Championship, and here's the thing, he's only gotten better. Former Tottenham scout Mick Brown, someone who knows talent when he sees it, has publicly backed Hackney as ready for the Premier League step-up. He's even specifically endorsed Spurs making a move for him. That tells you everything about the quality we're discussing here. If Spurs are in your heart, let's make it official. Hit subscribe and help us hit 900 subscribers. Let's grow this community for the love of the game. Here's where it gets interesting, and this is breaking information I need to share with you. According to my sources and reports from TBR Football, Tottenham are no longer alone in this race. Not even close. Newcastle United have now entered the frame. The Magpies have been tracking Hackney progress in recent weeks, and given their Middlesbrough North-East rivals, they know exactly what they're getting. They've seen him up close, they understand his quality, and they're monitoring the situation carefully. But Newcastle aren't the only new entrants. Brighton, Fulham, and Brentford, three clubs with excellent recruitment records, are all keeping close tabs on the midfielder. These are smart, data-driven organizations that don't track players without serious intent. The Premier League interest doesn't stop there. Manchester United and Crystal Palace, who were already checking on Hackney last season, have maintained their watching brief. They're still in the picture, still evaluating, still ready to move if the opportunity presents itself. Now, let's talk about the continental interest, because this is where the story gets even more fascinating. Last year, FC Porto from Portugal made actual offers for Hackney. Offers, plural. They're not just window shopping, they came in with concrete proposals, and crucially, they're still keeping tabs on the situation. Beyond Porto, we've got serious interest from Atalanta in Italy, Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany, and this is significant. Bayer Leverkusen, the reigning Bundesliga champions. When clubs of that caliber, particularly Bayer Alonso Leverkusen, start showing interest in a championship player, you know you're dealing with exceptional talent. Here's the critical context you need to understand, and this comes directly from TBR Football Graham Bailey, who has excellent sources on this story. Middlesbrough are mounting a serious promotion challenge right now. Hayden Hackney isn't just a player for them, he's become the cornerstone of their push for the Premier League. Michael Carrick, their manager, has built his system around Hackney qualities. Bailey information is crystal clear: Borough have little intention of allowing Hackney to leave in January. Why? Because last season, they sold Emmanuel Latte-Lath in the winter window, and Carrick felt that decision directly cost them promotion. They don't want to make the same mistake twice. But here's where the plot thickens, and this is the key tactical and strategic insight I want to share with you. Bailey makes a fascinating point about Middlesbrough resolve being pushed if Hackney form keeps up. Translation: if the offers get big enough in January, even Borough determination might be tested. Think about it from Middlesbrough perspective. They're in a paradox. Bailey puts it perfectly. The only way they can keep him is if they get promoted, and the only way to do that is by keeping him. They need Hackney to go up, but if they don't go up, they'll lose him anyway, probably for less money than they could get now. So if a club, let's say Tottenham, Newcastle, or one of the European sides comes in with a substantial offer in January, something well above that £25 million figure from last summer, Middlesbrough face an impossible decision. Do you take the guaranteed money now, or gamble on promotion and risk losing the player for potentially less later? From Spurs' perspective, this is a situation that requires careful strategy. The competition has intensified significantly. You've got Premier League rivals with money, European clubs offering different pathways, and a selling club that's determined to hold firm until the summer. Thomas Frank has been clear about wanting to strengthen the midfield. We've seen the creativity and energy Hackney brings in the Championship: box-to-box quality, technical security, and the kind of engine that fits perfectly into high-intensity Premier League football. He's exactly the profile Spurs need. But timing is everything. If Tottenham are serious about Hackney, they might need to make their move in January with a bid that's impossible for Middlesbrough to refuse. Otherwise, they risk losing out to Newcastle, who can offer similar prospects, or to European clubs who can promise different opportunities. The alternative is waiting until summer, but that means navigating a potentially bigger auction, especially if Middlesbrough go up and feel less pressure to sell, or if they stay down and multiple clubs sense vulnerability. Now, let me give you another layer of context that's crucial to understanding this situation. Tottenham recruitment strategy under Daniel Levy and the current sporting structure has always favoured value in the market. That £25 million valuation from last summer, that was attractive because it represented a championship player with Premier League potential at a reasonable price. But now, with multiple Premier League clubs involved and European giants circling, that price tag is only going one direction up. We could be looking at £35 to £40 million by summer if Middlesbrough stay in the promotion race or achieve it. For Spurs, this creates a financial calculation: pay the premium now to secure the player before the auction escalates, or risk being priced out entirely. There's also the squad registration aspect to consider. Hackney is homegrown, which is valuable for Premier League squad rules, and at 23 years old, he fits perfectly into the age profile Thomas is building. This isn't just about this season, it's about securing a midfielder who could anchor Tottenham engine room for the next 6 to 8 years. That long-term value might justify acting decisively, even if it means paying more than originally planned. The key question here is about leverage and timing. Middlesbrough hold all the cards right now because of their promotion ambitions, but that position could shift dramatically depending on January offers and their league position in May. For Tottenham, this is a test of conviction. How badly do they want Hackney, and are they willing to pay the premium to beat this level of competition? The smart money says this doesn't get resolved in January unless someone makes an outrageous offer. But come summer, this is going to be one of the championship hottest auctions, and Spurs need to be prepared for a serious battle. Now I want to hear from you. Should Tottenham make their move in January with a big offer to beat the competition, or is it smarter to wait until summer and see where Middlesbrough promotion push ends up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to stay ahead of every Tottenham transfer story, every negotiation update, every exclusive detail as it breaks, subscribe to this channel right now, smash that like button, and turn on notifications. I'm bringing you the fastest, most reliable Tottenham content, delivered with the same standards you'd expect from the very best in the business. Don't miss a single update. Let's stay connected, Spurs family.